On the dividend news, we do have about 10 companies that announced dividend raises, so I will be actually going over that, guys, pretty rapid fire. But there's actually a lot more, but I kind of just put the major ones. The first one is the dividend aristocrat NextEra Energy, keeps impressing with a 10.2% dividend hike this week. We also got a 5.3 dividend hike from the dividend aristocrat Genuine Parts Co., marking 68 straight years of dividend increases. And as well, guys, we got Home Depot, which hiked its dividend by 7.7%. As well, we also have Walmart, which hiked its dividend by 9%. I think this is actually one of the largest dividend hikes that they've done, which is actually about 83 cents per share. And yeah, this is marks 51 consecutive years of dividend increases. And Analog Devices also announced a 7.0 dividend hike, marking 21 consecutive years of dividend growth. And then we also have MGRC, which hiked its dividend by 2.2%. This marks the 33rd consecutive year of dividend hikes. As well, Jackson Financial hiked its dividend by 13%. And then the second to last one, we have LHX, which hiked its dividend by 1.8% from $1.14 to $1.16 quarterly. This marks the 23rd year of dividend growth. And finally, the last one was Allstate, which they hiked their dividend by 3.4%. What's up, everybody? That's Antonio here to bring you episode 227 of the portfolio update. So you guys already know it's Sunday. It's time to go over the portfolio, what I bought, what I sold, what dividends came in, what options I placed, and in general, how much we grew the dividend snowball. You know, right now there was a lot of dividend raises that got announced this past week, so hopefully you stuck all the way through all those. There was way more that I didn't actually cover, but I tried covering the most important ones. But let me pull up the Google Sheets. You guys already know that every single Sunday we come back. By the end of the video, we should see this way higher. No matter what the market's doing, we'll see this much higher. So I'm definitely excited. I always look forward to making these videos on Sunday because, guys, this is completely passive income. This is what my portfolio is generating for me doing absolutely nothing. Of course, I am putting the work in by going to work, creating active income, which means that if I don't work, I don't get paid, and I'm making that active income, I'm putting it into my portfolio so that it becomes a generating machine that actually goes and produces money for me, which becomes passive income. I could go to sleep and I will be producing it. Right now, my portfolio is projected to make roughly about $526.14 monthly on average, and we don't have to do anything, guys. This is very awesome. Eventually I want to live off of these and you know, be able to retire, do the things that I want to do, and not have to worry about any of this stuff. So what's really cool, we'll see this much higher at the end, but at the annual dividends, guys, it does take time. As long as you have time on your side, you don't need a lot of capital because it just continues to compound, which if we look here, annual dividends so far for 2024, we're making about $784.25 in my first month, guys, of 2024. That is about 5, almost 6 years later since I started investing. I made right around the same amount in 1 month now than what I was making the full 12 months in 2019. 2019, I made $779.62. My portfolio now is generating that in about a month, which is very impressive. I'm really happy with it. I can't complain. And as you guys can see, this actually is a staircase. It's getting larger and larger every year. So I can't wait till the month. I guess I can't wait till December of 2024 to see where we end up wrapping up the year. I think it'll be definitely way higher than 2023. We'll see what happens, guys. And then if we look at the quarterly dividends, this one's way better to see. We're working right now on Q1 of 2024. We still have 2 more months, but you can see the staircase. Look at this. Q1 of 2019, I was making $100, and then it continued getting a little larger and larger as I invested more and reinvested the dividends. And now, guys, we're getting way bigger to where the quarter we're making over $1,000, which I'm very happy with. And if we look at the options premium here, We are at February. We are still making, or I guess so far we've made $1,415.39 in options. This is just the extra crumbs on top of my portfolio that is generating, and I will be using that money to buy more shares of my companies. If we do look here, the options return so far is at about a 2.05%, which I cannot complain, guys. We're right at the end of the second month, so if theoretically, if I could keep this up, we would get about a couple more percentages. What is maybe 10 more? So about 12% return we could get. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do it, but another 10%, I can't complain with that. And then guys, if I show you here the options, so far $2,471.14 there. We still have these other months that are coming up, and we'll see what happens, because remember, we do have goals, and they kind of keep me focused every year. I try to set them out. First one is, of course, more related to my YouTube channel. So this one is to reach 20,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel or a returning viewer that hasn't subscribed, consider subscribing with that notification as well. If you guys don't mind right now, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button, helps out the channel a lot. I definitely appreciate it, guys. If you do, let me know in the comment section. Definitely appreciate it. And goal number 2, guys, is to reach $425 per month selling, or I guess on average collecting in dividends. Of course, I've already surpassed this, but a lot of my capital that I do have right now, I have it into SNSXX, which is more like a mutual fund that I am collecting roughly about a 5% return, little to no risk, and I'm going to be putting that into equities eventually, but I'm using options as a way to earn some extra income. But in the long run, I want to try to get about $425 if all my SNSXX gets invested into equities. And then again, guys, goal number 3 is to have about $126,000 invested in my own money. If we look here, so far since I've invested in 2019, I've put into the portfolio $120,426.84. And it has actually grown. It's almost doubled, so it's very, very awesome to see that. And we're gonna try to get about to 126,000 by the end of the year. We'll see what happens. I definitely think we'll achieve it, because this is within our control. And if we do look, goal number 4, guys, is to dollar cost average into the portfolio $100 every single week at a minimum, no matter what the market's doing, what the portfolio is doing. Really, when the market's down or the portfolio is down in the red, I would love to even invest more. But goal number 5 is to drip an additional $25 every time a company is about to go ex-dividend date. This is just a way for me to force myself to put more money into the portfolio. So I typically will buy $25 of a company that's about to hit the ex-dividend date. That way I meet the ex-dividend date, plus those little extra crumbs do reinvest and drip back into the portfolio. And the following quarter compounds slightly more. And last year I was actually doing $100. This year I had to adjust it a lot lower, because I will be a little bit tighter on money this year. And then goal number 6 is to reach about $100 average per month selling options. We're definitely surpassing that right now, but we still have a couple months left. And then the last one, guys, this one we have to achieve this one, and that is to get to 1,000 shares of SCHD. We have a plan, we're executing on it, and we're still continuing to accumulate shares, dollar cost averaging into SCHD, and we'll eventually get to 1,000 shares. Hopefully it's going to be this year. That's one of our goals. We're going to stay focused, stay disciplined, and I think we'll achieve it. We'll see by December where we're at. And then if we do look at the dividend payout, guys, we do have a couple companies. We have Visa, we have Microsoft, we have Lockheed Martin, and then we have Union Pacific, which will be paying us out. I actually have Lockheed Martin and Union Pacific that are going ex-dividend date. I believe it's next week, so I'll be buying $25 worth of Lockheed Martin, $25 worth of Union Pacific before the ex-dividend dates, hopefully, and then that way we can meet that other goal for us. And then, guys, if we do go ahead and start with the video, you'll see that the portfolio is at $235,086.29. Such a huge growth there for us, and I'm very happy with it. Day change $372.56, which is about 0.16% on a daily change in the green. 2-year change $46,976.05, which is about a 24.97%. If I do show you guys here the positions, you'll see that we're up in the capital appreciation by 10.89%, which is about $22,917.31. And then if we do look at our cash balance here, we're at $1,639.99. So we have some capital here, especially from premiums that we have to accumulate more shares. Majority of it will probably go into SCHD because we do have a goal for it. So we're gonna get to those 1,000 shares. But we keep reinvesting, we keep buying some of these great companies and accumulating more shares as time goes on. SCHD, you'll see here, we actually don't have any options for these other positions, but for SCHD, guys, we do have 674 shares. We do have one cash secured put on SCHD that will expire on March 15th, 2024, $75 strike price. It's a put, so as long as SCHD closes above $75, we get to keep the premium we collected, which they paid us about almost $20. Otherwise, we get 100 shares of SCHD at $75. I can't complain with that, so it's a win-win here. And if we do look here down here, we have S and SXX, which is about $105,000 invested in this. Earning is about a 5% return, and annually. So we do get paid out monthly with this one. So it's awesome to see when they do pay out, because I use this capital buy more SCHD, and that's kind of contributing to trying to get to 1,000 shares. And then if we look here, guys, portfolio gains here, $32,730.67 in gains here. So we see the market or the portfolio continue to go upwards. Rate of return 16.31%, can't complain there. If we do look at the investment income, we're at $8,925 estimated to earn in the next 12 months, which averages out about $743.75 monthly. If we do look here on the March, we're projected to make about $1,053.59. April, $664.64, and then May, $512.98. So first, I believe it's the second month of the quarter that's typically the slowest month for us. And then if we do look here, guys, at the history, I can kind of show you guys what we did. So I have it to start all the way from the 19th all the way till the 24th of February. Then if we scroll to the very bottom, there wasn't much activity because I had some cash secured puts I had on Apple and Microsoft that I had to roll and manage from the previous week. But those did expire worthless, which is great. You'll see here that on the 20th, I reinvested, or I guess the drip from Costco happened. It dripped the $26.40, bought about 0.03 shares at $731. And you'll see here on the 20th, we did do a sell to open. So I sold that cash secure put, $75 strike price. That's about a month away on SCHD. They paid me about $20 after fees. It was about $19.34. And then I deposited $100 to meet that other goal I do have, which is to dollar cost average into the portfolio, $100 no matter what the market's doing. 23rd, I went ahead and bought some Altria at $40, trying to dollar cost average down my position here. Bought about 2 shares, spent about $81.64. Then guys, then I did do buy SCHD at about $77.83, bought about 3 shares and spent about $233.51. And then on the 23rd as well, Starbucks dividend hit the account with $30.33. I believe probably Monday it'll drip back into it and buy some more shares there. But we do have some great dividends this week, some great options, and bought some positions. And if we do look here, guys, on the calculate dividends, we can kind of see how much we collected this week, which was $30.33, just the dividend from Starbucks. I do actually have a video coming up probably this week showing you how much we made for the month of February in dividends, completely passive, guys. But let's go ahead and wrap up this video by jumping over to the Google Sheets so we can see how much we grew the dividend snowball. Alright guys, so we're at the dashboard. You'll see that we have this a copy over here, so we can kind of see the difference and when we kick it off later. But you'll see for the options premium, again, we're really doing really great for the month of February. $1,415 in premium with 39 cents. Options returns a little bit over 2%. And then on the options side, you'll see that for February, this is what we've collected so far. First week of February, $818, $313, and then $265. This past week was actually our weakest one, which was $19.34. And then if we do look here at the dividend payout, you can kind of see that again, we have these companies right here that are coming up beginning of March. We have Visa paying us out, and then Microsoft, Lockheed Martin, Union Pacific. We do have 4 companies. If we go over here to portfolio tools, we can actually click get latest dividends. This will actually get wiped and it'll see if any of the companies in my portfolio announced dividends this past week. I do have tutorials for all this stuff, guys. It's completely available for free. Again, all I ask in return is that you're subscribed with that notification as well. If you guys wouldn't mind, drop a big thumbs up on the videos. Definitely helps out the channel, and that's all I ask. But looks like Nvidia actually announced a dividend here, so that's all that changed there. And they'll be going ex-dividend date on the 5th of March. And then if we do look here, guys, on the settings, we can go ahead and get rid of this. And now we can jump over to Empower, which has our portfolio from this past week that has all the purchases. So let's go ahead and jump over there. Alright guys, so we're here at Empower on my Schwab account. You'll see this green button is called Copy Holdings. Click on it. This copies the content of my portfolio into the clipboard, which then we can right click and we can click Paste Special Values Only. So now we have the copy of our portfolio that has all the purchases from this past week. This is actually an old snapshot from last week. So once we go to Portfolio Tools, Update Portfolio Holdings, this will get wiped and it'll parse out the stuff we just pasted. So let's go ahead and do that. Give it a second or two. There it goes. We can jump over here to the dashboard. We'll see everything being calculated. And guys, for the projected dividend yield, that's at 2.69% compared to 2.72%, which it did go actually down. That's because the portfolio did go up in value. Dividend yield here, yield on cost, is stayed at 3.01%. On the yearly, it did actually go up. We're projected to make $6,330.57 now. Went up about what, $17 on the monthly. We went up about $1. So we're making about $527.55. And then on the weekly, $121.74 every single week. And then on the day now, we're making $17.34. We're making 4 pennies every day more now. The portfolio hourly, we're still making 72 cents every single hour. And then the hourly work wage, this is if our portfolio was to go work 40-hour work week, they would get paid an hourly rate of $3.04. We'll eventually try to get this to minimum wage. We'll see how long that takes, guys. That'll be a huge milestone when we do achieve it. But this is all I have for you guys for this video. Again, don't forget to subscribe with the notification. Help me reach that 20,000 subscriber mark as well. If you guys wouldn't mind, drop a big thumbs up on the video. And if you stuck all the way to the very end, go ahead and drop a hashtag dividends, because guys, it's so awesome collecting these dividends. As you guys saw, we continue to collect these dividends. We see this growth continue to go over every quarter, every year, and eventually it's gonna let us live off of these without us having to do anything. So very, very beautiful thing there. But I will talk to you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye guys.